Okay, everyone, so welcome back to part 2 of new airplane model. I sound like, what's the guy from, the weather the channel 10. It's like Elmer Fudd or something. But anyway, yeah, and if you're wondering what these two airplanes are, this is my Airbus A380 that I have, and my US Airways that I have, and that they're from Daron, this company called Daron, which is pretty cool. But of course, there's the Scandinavian Airlines that I got. So this one's really, really cool. I really, really like it. The only thing is the one wheel. There's one wheel. It's this one that's loose. But it's okay as long as it doesn't break off. It's perfectly fine. But man, this thing is heavy. I wish I had a scale so we could see how heavy it was. We should sneak into the grocery store and use the scale because it would probably go up to like 5 pounds. I know this thing's at least 5 pounds. You know what, I wonder if it shows the thing on here. Maybe on the packing slip it's like shows item weight. And there's my little catalog right there. Let's see. For sure I thought it would, say that how heavy it was. I don't know. But what's really, let me show you where, address. But let me just see. Look, that's funny. It's a Fairfield, New Jersey, which is where my mom grew up. Was in New Jersey, not necessarily in Fairfield, but my whole family kind of is from New Jersey and Missouri, but we just, for some reason, said, oh, let's move to Virginia, where there's absolutely nothing happening but historical stuff. But yeah. So here's the Scandinavian Airlines. And if you're wondering why I bought this, it was because I've heard of the airplane shop. I started watching airplane videos on YouTube, and I heard people start talking about the airplane shop. So I searched it, and it came up. So I clicked on it, and I started looking at these model airplanes that were really expensive. And I was like, oh my gosh, I gotta buy one. So then, about a year later, here we are. And then I bought this because I knew how much it was. Because about a few months ago, I started looking at it, and I was like, oh, this is really expensive, but it's really cool. Because it was like $52. But then it went on sale for $20. And I was like, oh gosh, gotta buy it. And proof. Stop showing my address before I kill you. There, $20. The shipping was $10 though, so it was like, $30 technically, but better than nothing. I could have spent, $50 on it. But it was really cool. So let's get some detail looking at it. That is a dramatic close-up shot. Okay. So then the camera can pick up what that says on the front of it, but I can't. Look, it even got little windshield wipers. I didn't notice that. That's funny. Look at that. Little windshield wipers. So, there you can see down there what that says. Dan Viking is what I think it says. And then you can see the typical Scandinavian Airlines, and then it says at the bottom, I can't even read that, the camera can. Boeing something 747. Yeah, and then you can see the typical style for Scandinavian. I kept saying Scandinavian, I mean Scandinavian. The picture, the profile picture for just the picture that they had up on the website for this airplane was not that good. It was really dark, and I couldn't see, the picture. It was really dark wherever they were taking the photo. So you can see the standard double-decker in the front, and the fade out into one-decker. So you can see the door that has the SAS, and then you can see the engines. What model engines were they? It said what they were on the box that it's sitting on. My bad. So just move that back. So in here is all the information, and the engines were Pratt & Whitney PWJT9D 7Q engines. I could never remember that. I read it a second ago and I was like, oh, whoa, I cannot remember that. And I didn't. And then here's these two things. I don't know what they're for. Little circles on the wings. And then you can see the engines. Really nice. And then the wingtips with the little green lights. If you ever watch Airplane Go Over Your House, they have the little lights on the ends. And then there's the red one. So yeah. And then there's all the windows. And, you know, those things, I believe they're like antennas or something. Yeah. Those are lights, I think. And then another door with the Scandinavian logo. And then there's the, Scandinavian logo itself. And then there's another door. There's the code. The airplane number. Or, you know, whatever it is. N450IQ? 1Q? LQ? I don't know. And like little present boxes on the side of it. That's kind of weird. And then SAS logo on the side. And then 747B. And then there's the tail fins. The horizontal tail fins. And then the vertical tail fins. I can never remember horizontal from vertical. But then I got this thing in my head called Vertically Challenged. My mom told me, well, just remember it like vertically challenged, people that are short. And I was like, oh, okay, that makes sense. So that's how I had to remember it this way for the tail. The present boxes again, that are very weird, that they're just there. And then the door number again, big door for cargo. A Scandinavian logo, more doors, more windows, another door. And then the Boeing 500, I think that says, what does that say? Boeing 500, 747. And then like that thing, I'm gonna say, I don't know what that is, at the top, above the thing. And then the Dan Viking, and then, yeah, typical stuff for 747. Oh wait, the wings. The wings have really cool detail on them. Camera focus. Okay. So then you got the things that slow down the plane that you put up. They slow down the plane when you're landing, or, you know. And then, yeah, the wingtip. And then, yeah. There's the back of the engines. You can see there. So, yeah, that's the typical airplane for you. Ooh, this thing's heavy. You can barely pick it up with one hand. I mean, it is, yeah. Dramatic close-up airplane shot. With the wheels in front of the airplane. It's a very weirdly built airplane if you look at it. How it's got the one deck in the front. Or, I mean, the two decks in the front, and that just fades out into one. Very cool, though. Very cool. So, yes, and this... Let me just move it aside. This airplane is supposed to be bigger than this one. Like, this is supposed to be the biggest passenger plane in the world. When you pick this thing up after holding that, this is light as a feather, and this is made out of real metal. The only thing is its wings are plastic. This is, the vertical wing is, you know, metal though. But only the wing tips, little wing tips on the end, and this fin, and the fuselage, which is the middle of the airplane, if you're wondering what that is metal. But on this one, the whole thing is metal. Like, engines and all. Just the whole thing is. Except for the wheels, that is. Or are they metal? Well, the wheels itself are just made out of plastic. But the part that holds the wheels on the plane is just, you know, metal. Which is really cool. So, yeah. Look, if you put it on the box, even the box caves in. Like, that's how you see how heavy it is. Look. Like, the middle of the box just, like, sinks down. But yeah, so I even have like this little runway that I made that turned out like trash, but I tried, okay? I tried. It doesn't really work, though. It doesn't scale up with the airplanes like I thought it would. I made it too big. But yeah, here it is. my runway. Oh, whoa. Maybe it does. Maybe it does scale up. Yeah, it's just paper, but then I tried to... What I did was I put Mod Podge on it to glue it down. Then I tried to put Mod Podge on top of it. Like you can see, I liked a video on how to build a model airport, and that's what it said you're supposed to do. So I tried it, and I did it too rough. What? Do you hear that? Look, listen to a plane. When you bang it, the plane vibrates. Oh, great. Just because I have my window open, I have to listen to somebody's chainsaw. That's just terrific. But yeah, that's why it's glossy. It works. It looks okay except for that spot and that spot because the paper actually ripped right here. And yeah, you can see it turned green like everywhere, like here, just everywhere. And it just turned out as a wreck. Whoa. Engines are really close to the ground there. Can I see something? Look, some airplane action. Okay, no, it's standard. I also have to hold it. Dramatic. I don't know what this airplane is. It's by Daron. Again, there's an unboxing of it, so if you want to see it, go ahead and check it out. But yeah, so this thing is so heavy. I wish you guys could see how heavy it is. I'm gonna assume that all of them are heavy. But this one is one of the biggest airplanes in the world, so of course they have to make it scale up with the other airplanes, and of course it's gonna be heavy. That's why it was so much money. I always wondered, well, why are they so small? And why are they so expensive? Well, I guess it's because they're just super duper heavy duty. So I'll give you a little look at the packaging. So I gave you a look at the airplane. Here's the packaging. So the packaging comes like this. It just has the standard look of an airplane with even the little rivets that make it look like a real metal box. And it will have a picture of the airplane on the front, and it has the scale, model scale, and then it has the airliner above the photo of the plane, and it's Scandinavian. And then it has the title of the airplane, the Boeing 747-200, and there's the SAS, and then it has historical retro jets livery, I don't know. Then it has the Gemini Jets logo, Gemini Jets, I don't know. Made for collectors by collectors logo. Produced under license from Boeing Management Company. 747 are among the trademarks owned by Boeing. Okay. Not that we want to take your plane, but okay then. And then it will have the standard look inside thing where you just flip this up and, you know, like if you were to go to this airplane shop, which we might go to since it's so close and it's in Fairfield, New Jersey. You know, we have to go visit my family up there soon too, so, you know, we can go up there and go to the shop. Then on the side it has basically same thing, Gemini Jets logo, plane, and the airline, and, you know, all the stuff, scale, Boeing, so that way if it's like on the airplane shelf and at the shop and you just like see this, you can still see the airplane. And on the back it just shows some more little bit of like stuff about it, and then the photo, and then, you know, logos and stuff, and then same on kind of everything except for the top, adult collectible model. Yeah, it's supposed to be for children 14 and up, and I'm, you know, I just put it this way, I'm younger than that, so, you know, oh well, I take great care of my stuff. Anyway, just like my briars. You know. So yeah, that was technically it for a review part 2 on an airplane. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this, and yeah, I'm really happy with it. Now some of them are so small, like some of them are the size of this box, like not necessarily tall, but you know, the length of it. Like some of them can be about that big, but some of them can be like this one, which is just absolutely giant. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you guys later. Thanks for watching the review on like the heaviest model airplane I've ever seen or held for that matter. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys later. Bye, everyone. Fly over to my next video.